Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Mahu, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Soundiaji Government College, Mandafia, Chittorgarh. Today, my topic is Mendel's Law of Inheritance. In this topic, first of all, we'll see about Gregor Mendel. Then I explain three laws of inheritance, that is segregation, law of dominance, law of independent assortment. Gregor Mendel was a humble monk and he was a part time scientist who founded the entire discipline of genetics. And he gave three laws of inheritance. Gregor Johann Mendel. He is known as the father and founder of genetics. He conducted many experiments on the pea plant, that is Pisum sativum, and he did experiments between 1856 and 1863. He studied the results of the experiments and directed many observations. His investigations led to the discovery of three laws of inheritance, which are known as Mendel's laws of inheritance. The Mendel's law of inheritance are the law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. During 1856 and 1863, he chose some distinct characteristics of peas and conducted some cross pollination, or we can say artificial pollination, on the pea lines that showed stable trait inheritance and underwent continuous self pollination. And such pea lines are called true breeding pea lines. He chose seven characteristics of peas: form of seed, that is grey and round and wrinkle and white; cotyledons of seed, that is yellow and green; color of flower, that is white and violet; form of pod, that is full or constricted; pod color of pod, yellow and green; place of the stem, that is axial pod, flowers along, and terminal pods, flowers on the top; and size of the stem, that is long and short. Long is about 6 to 7 feet and short is not more than 1 feet. Uh, he selected pea plants for experiments because of some unique reasons of pea plant. It is very easy to grow and maintain. That's why he chose pea plant. Pea plant are naturally self-pollinating, but can also be cross-pollinated. It's an annual plant, so many generations can be studied within a short period of time. And the most important, it has several contrasting characters. So, which I discussed just a few minutes back, that seed, flower, pod, and stem. His experiments: monohybrid cross experiment and dihybrid cross experiment. So first of all, I'll explain monohybrid cross experiment. Monohybrid cross experiment, in it he took two pea plants of opposite traits, that is a one shorter and one tall, and he crossed them. So it is a tall plant, it is a small plant. Its genotype is capital T and capital T, and small plants genotype is small t and small t, and he crossed them. Then he get F of generation first, that is a F1. In it he observed all the offspring were tall, and he called it F1 progeny, all tall. So but its genotype is capital T and small t. Okay, so all the offsprings were of same genotype, that is a capital T and small t. After that, he crossed F1 Germany, F1 progeny, and obtained both tall plant and short plant, but in the ratio of 3:1. So see, when he crossed capital T and small t with capital T and small t, but both are tall. What did he observe? He observed 3 tall plants and 1 short plant. But genotype is 1 is to 2 is to 1. Genotype is 1 is to 2 is to 1. 1 because capital T is 1 and small t is 1. But 2 capital T and small t, capital T and small t. So he got 3 long plant, tall plant and 1 is short plant. But in the genotypic ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 1. In all the cases, he found that results were the similar. He conducted many experiments with other contrasting traits like green peas versus yellow peas, round and versus wrinkle peas. So, while experimenting, Mendel found that certain factors were always being transferred to the offspring in a stable way, and he called these factors as genes. And genes can also be called as the unit of inheritance. So, while conducting monohybrid cross, he formulated 2 laws, that is laws of segregation and laws of dominance. So first of all, I'll explain laws of dominance. It is also known as first law of inheritance. So what does it say? When parents with pure and contrasting traits are crossed together, only one form of trait appear in the next generation. The hybrid offspring will exhibit only the dominant trait in the phenotype. So you just saw in monohybrid cross, when he crossed tall and small. In next generation, he got only tall plants. And so hybrid exhibit only dominant trait in the genotype. So dominant is T, capital T, and recessive trait is small t. So dominant trait is the character which is expressed in the F1 generation. In this case, tall means dominant trait, and short is a recessive trait which is suppressed in the F1 generation. In this monohybrid cross, tall plant is a dominant trait because it is expressed in the F1 generation, and short plant is a recessive trait because it is suppressed in the F1 generation. So in this law, each character is controlled by distinct units called factors which occur in pairs. If the pair are heterozygous, one will always dominate the other. So if capital T and small t is there, then that is a heterozygous condition. Pairs are heterozygous. But in this, one will always dominate the other. Here capital T is dominating over small t. Or you can say monohybrid cross between a pair of contrasting traits, only one parental character will be expressed in the F1 generation, and both parental characters will be expressed in the F2 generation in the ratio 3:1. So in simple words, the law of dominance states that recessive traits are always dominated or masked by dominant trait. Recessive traits are always dominated or masked by dominant trait. So it is a law of dominance. Now, law of segregation. It is the second law of inheritance. It says during the formation of gametes, each gene separate from each other so that each gamete carries only one allele for each gene. So this law explains that pair of alleles segregate from each other during meiosis cell division, that is gamete formation, so that only one allele will be present in each gamete. Here you can see capital T and small t, but two allele in this F1 generation we got capital T and small t. So they do not blind each other, they segregate during meiosis cell. That is capital T and small t. They segregate from each other. In a monohybrid cross, both the alleles are expressed in F2 generation without any blending. Thus, the law of segregation is based on the fact that each gamete contains only one allele. So, two allele, capital T and small t, they do not blend each other, they segregate from each other. So, this law is based on four basic concepts. A gene exists in more than one form of an allele. When gametes are produced by meiosis, the allelic pairs separate, leaving each gamete with a single allele. Each organism inherits two alleles for each trait, and the two alleles of a pair are different. That is, one is dominant and one is recessive. Here, in this case, capital T is dominant and small t is recessive. Now, dihybrid cross experiment of Mendel. He considered here two traits, each having two alleles. See, this is yellow and round seeds, or yellow round seeds and wrinkled green seeds, and observed that all the first generation progeny were round yellow. So here he is considering two traits, that is yellow versus green and round versus wrinkled. This means that dominant traits were the round shaped and yellow color. Why? Because capital Y and capital R. If capital Y and capital R is together, then it will be yellow and round plant, yellow and round seeds plants. So in F1 generation, he got capital Y, capital R and small r. Just because there is capital Y and capital R, so seed will be round and yellow. But he then self-pollinated the F1 progeny and obtained four different traits: wrinkled yellow, round yellow, wrinkled green seeds and round green in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. And after contending for other traits, the results were found to be similar. See, here gametes will be with Y, capital Y, capital R. Other will be a small y and capital R. Other is capital Y, small r, and small y and small r. See over here. So he got this phenotype: 9 yellow and round, 3 wrinkled green, round yellow, 4 traits, that is a wrinkled yellow, round yellow, wrinkled green and round green, and these are in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. 9 is yellow round, 3 is green and round, 3 is wrinkled and yellow, and the 1 is wrinkled and green. From this experiment, he formulated his second law of inheritance, that is the law of independent assortment. According to this law, genes for different traits segregate independently of each other. It means that separate traits are separately inherited. They do not blend with each other. Means there is nothing to do with green. If the yellow and green is a different trait, round and wrinkled is a different trait, they do not blend with each other. This is because during meiosis, the chromosomes line up randomly before the cell divides and allow gamete formation. So yellow, that's why we got yellow round, green round, yellow wrinkled and green wrinkled seeds. So these are all about law of independent assortment. So we discussed about Gregor John Mendel, we discussed 3 laws of Mendel's, that is laws of inheritance, that is law of segregation, law of dominance, and last law of independent assignment. Thank you.